Minneapolis is turning into zombies. Oh yeah, it's getting real. This is what we know. We know that every day, one zombie will turn two more people into zombies. And so, the next day, there will be 3 times as many zombies as there was before. And so on day 0, there was 1 zombie. But then on day 1, there was 3 zombies. And on day 2, there was 3 times that many. There was 9 zombies on day 2. And then on day 3, there was 3 times that. There was 27 zombies. And it keeps growing and growing. And what else do we know? We know that the population of Minneapolis is 422,331. We know that when there's 6,561 people turn into zombies, panic will reach the streets. People will start freaking out. We also know that once 100,000 people turn into zombies, the infrastructure will collapse. The water will stop running. There'll be no electricity. It'll be difficult to live. And we also know that everyone will turn into zombies once there's 422,331 zombies. For that's how many people live in Minneapolis. And we want to ask, when will this happen? When will there be 6,561 people turn into zombies? What day will that be? How many days do we have until that is the result? And how many days will it be until 100,000 people are turned into zombies? And how many days do we have to wait until 422,331 people turn into zombies? When will this happen? You ask those questions, and my answer to that is, welcome to the world of logarithms. Now, what is a logarithm? This is a logarithmic expression. You see it, it's the word log, and it's a bunch of numbers, and it looks confusing. You're like, stop it, don't, the numbers, I can't, no. Let's try to understand what this expression is saying. If we understand it, it'll be less confusing. And I admit logarithms are difficult to understand at first, but the more you think about it, the more you understand them, the more you practice at calculating them, the easier it will get to understand. Okay, so first of all, let's just look at this part. Just think of this as one part. All right. Whoops. Just think of this as one part. Okay, and then this is another part, and this is another part. Okay, this is one part. This is log base 2. Just think of log base 2 as one thing. And what is log base 2? Log base 2 is really, think of it as a list, or at least referencing a list. When we talk about log base 2, we're talking about a list. Well, what list are we talking about? We're talking about this list. We're talking about where 2 is the first number on the list. And then you multiply 2 by 2, and you get 4. And you multiply this number by 2, and you get 8. And you multiply this number by 2, and you get 16. And you multiply this number by 2, and you get 32. Similarly, this is log base 10. When you see this expression, it's referring to a different list. It's referring to the list that starts with 10, and you multiply this by 10, and you get 100. And you multiply this by 10, and you get 1,000. And you multiply that by 10, and you get 10,000. Okay? So log base 10, this is referring to this list. Okay? Log base 2 is referring to this list. Okay? Where you multiply 2 by itself. Okay? So whenever we look at this expression, just think it's talking about the log base 2 list, right? Okay. And so what are these expressions saying? When you see something like this, all right, this is log base 10 of 10,000 equals 4. This is really just saying that it's asking, where on the list is 10,000? The log base 10 list. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 spaces in. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay, what is this saying? The log base 2 of 8. It's asking, where is 8 on the log base 2 list? Okay, where is 8 on the log base 2 list? Okay, so here's a log base 2 list. 1, 2, 3. It's in the third spot, so the answer is 3. Where is 16 on the log base 2 list? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 16 is the 4th number on the log base 2 list. Okay, so whenever you see these problems, just look at this part. It's like, okay, it's talking about this, the log base 2. It's talking about this list. It looks like this. This is talking about a different list. Okay. Here's another interesting problem. Log base 4 of 16 equals 2. What is this saying? It's saying on the log base 4 list, which looks like this, 16 is 2 counts in. 1, 2. That is, 16 is the number 2 count. It's the second count on this list. Interesting, on this one, it's asking, where is 16 on the log base 2 list? Well, it's 4 counts in. We count to 4. But where is 16 on the log base 4 list? Oh, well, that's 2 counts in. Counts to 2. So think of expressions like this. Think of it referring to how many times we must go into this list to get to this number. Okay. All right. And this is what does this have to do with our zombie problem? Well, the zombies triple every day. The number is times 3 times 3 times 3. That is the log base 3 list. And that's what's relevant. So when we ask when, on what day do we find 6,561? Well, okay, so here's the log base 3 list. It's day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, 6, 7, 8. It's on the 8th day. That's the number we're looking for. This is asking, what is log base 3 of 6,561? And the answer is 8. That is, we have to multiply 3 by itself 8 times to get this number. Okay. It's as if it's asking, how many times do we have to multiply 3 in order to get this? Oh, 8 times. Okay. Now, all of that takes thought. You have to think through that, all right, for a while. Just sort of chew on that. Okay. And okay, well, let's continue the discussion. So you may have noticed, of course, that when as I said, you may have noticed, of course, that, as I said, you're multiplying 10 multiple times. So this is basically the list of exponents of 10. This is 10 to the first power. This is 10 to the second power. This is 10 to the third power. The 10 to the third power is 1,000. 10 to the fourth power, okay, is 10,000, right? Same here. 2 to the first power is 2. 2 to the second power is 4. 2 to the third power is 8, right? So an important thing to make note here is that the log base 2 is the inverse of the exponents of 2. Okay, so this list is exponents of 2. 2 to the first power is 2. 2 to the second power is 4. 2 to the third power is 8. 2 to the fourth power is 16. 2 to the fifth power is 32, right? The log base 2 is the inverse, meaning it's just switched. Log base 2 of 2 is 1. Log base 2 of 4 is 2. Log base 2 of 8 is 3. Log base 2 of 16 is 4. Okay, it's as if what this is saying, if you didn't see that there, it's saying, hey, what is 2 to the third power? And the answer is 8. Okay, if this answer wasn't here, this would be asking, oh, how many times do I have to multiply 2 in order to get 8? Well, the answer is 3, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. All right. Again, if you're not used to thinking about it, it's difficult to imagine. You got to work at it. All right. So coming back to our problem. When will the infrastructure of Minneapolis collapse under the reign of the zombies? When will this happen? When will we get to this number? Okay. So we're going to look for 100,000 on the log 3 list. Why is it log 3? Because the zombies triple every day. The number triples every day. That's why okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So log base 3 of 177,147 equals 11. Okay. That is when so on the 11th day is when we'll have this many zombies. That's when we'll pass 100,000. So on the 11th day, the infrastructure will collapse. Okay. And let's see, 422,331. Okay. Oh, it looks like the very next day is when we'll pass that number. Okay, so on the 12th day, everyone will be turned into zombies. Okay, just one more final remark. Okay, so as we said before, the list, the log base 2 list, is actually the list of exponents for 2. Okay, and one thing that I want to add is that there is a day 0, or there is a 0 place. 2 to the 0 power is 1, because anything to the 0 power is 1. Okay, so 1 is on the list, and let's see, the log base 2 list is the list where we multiply everything times 2. So 2 times 1 is 2, and now we're on day 1. Okay, same thing over here. The log base 10 list is really the exponents of 10. And 1 belongs on this list, right? That's 10 to the 0 power. 10 to the 0 power is 1 because everything to the 0 power is 1. 10 times 1 is 10. 10 to the first power. 10 times 2 is 100. So log base 10 of 1 equals 0. Log base 2 of 1 equals 0. The log base of anything, make up some big giant number here, is 0. Okay, just a final remark. Okay. Hopefully this will be enough resources to stimulate your imagination so that you can start doing math and logarithms. Okay, I hope this was helpful.